When an Arizona man came across an old box at an antique store, he had no idea that he'd just invested in an adventure that would lead him across state lines. His journey led him to a small cemetery in Humboldt, Kansas, and lifelong friends.
It's with the greatest joy I can bring this home to you.
With tears, Edward Hennessy hands off a small wooden box he picked up in a shop in Chandler, Arizona, not knowing the letters found inside would change his life.
Originally, I passed on the box and I didn't buy it, but I got home that night and I told my wife somehow I have to have that box. I don't know why, but I have to have that box. Those letters would be incredibly special to somebody.
The contents of the box dated back to 1913, but it was the correspondence between a mother and her son, Virgil Henry, that kept Hennessy digging.
Dated May 6, 1943. Dear Mother, I received your welcome letter today and was glad to hear from you.
Private First Class Henry served in the 17th Airborne Division of the 194th Glider Infantry Regiment, surviving the Battle of the Bulge.
Flying coffins is what they call the gliders. 10 troopers in a glider without parachutes, no motor. The line is cut and you drop, and all you can do is kind of steer and slow it down a little bit with flaps to hit the ground.
Henry died on his birthday during Operation Varsity, the largest airdrop in military history. Marty Kavanaugh, a representative of the 17th Airborne, sets the scene.
They're immediately surrounded by the enemy, but there were so many of them coming in that they were able to, accomplish their objectives.
Kavanaugh's father served in the same regiment as Henry.
On behalf of the 17th Airborne Scions organization, which are the descendants of the soldiers that fought in World War II in the 17th Airborne, we want to give you a challenge coin.
Through Ancestry.com, Hennessy managed to track down Henry's living ancestor, Rhonda Riverstone, who was totally unaware of Henry and the role he played in World War II.
I couldn't believe what he had found in Arizona that, had something to do with my family from Kansas.
Henry was buried in the Netherlands, but his mother brought him home so that they could rest together at Mount Hope Cemetery in Humboldt, Kansas, a fitting place for the three friends to meet face to face for the first time.
Being here and seeing his headstone, I'm very proud. I'm very proud to be an ancestor of this man who served his country.
We don't often get an opportunity to do something meaningful that lasts beyond us, and it was just critically important. It was the right thing to do. It was a must do. It's more reward than you can ever ask for.
Riverstone gifted Hennessy the box, thanking him for restoring this missing branch of her family tree. She's made copies of the letters with the intention of providing the originals to a museum to preserve his legacy. Hennessy plans to continue delving into Henry's past to honor the World War II hero.